The dreaded cone of shame. No one likes them, I think. Not vets, not pets, not pet parents, not cats, not dogs. But they are super important, particularly after an operation or if there's been a bit of a nasty accident, to protect your pet from irritating or inflaming a wound. We sent a selection of cones, soft cones, inflatable collars, suits to expert pet parents here at ManyPets to put the products through their paces. We've inducted 2 new candidates to the ManyPets test lab. We'd like to introduce Sam and her dog BOWIE and Alex and his cat Figgy. Here's what they're going to be testing. First up, we've got the MDC Smart Collar. Also known as the Elizabethan style collar, the Smart Collar is made from a robust yet flexible, lightweight and translucent plastic. There is also a neoprene padding on both the inner and outer edges that MDC promise will aid comfort during a stressful time for your pet. It also seems quite close to the basic cone you get from your vet after a pet surgery. The KVP EZ Soft Collar. This machine washable collar is said to be made from a smooth, tear-resistant material. It comes with a drawstring, which is quite different from any of the other cones or alternatives on the market. This product is lightweight and pliable, so it's a little different from the others in that respect too. The Thrive Comfy Collar. Inflatable collars are an alternative to the traditional lampshade cones. This donut-looking product has a removable cover as a layer of protection against potential punctures. It also means that it can fold flat away after use, which is a useful storage hack. It also promises not to mark or scratch furniture or walls, which might be good for those home-conscious pet parents. The Kong Cloud Collar. Another inflatable collar, this time from the well-known Kong brand. It comes with a hook and loop securing strap to make sure it stays on your pet during use. It also claims to prevent any difficulties in eating and drinking whilst wearing it. This one does come in on the pricier side. The Comfy Cone. This soft fabric product is an alternative to rigid plastic cones, and it's a product that makers claim is backed by vets. It's another cone alternative that has a hook and loop secure system for fastening onto your pet's neck. It's made of water-resistant and repellent materials that are supposedly easy to wipe clean. Last up, we've got the Suitical recovery suit. This cone alternative suit boasts a near 5-star rating from over 1,000 reviews on Google Shopping and is available in a range of size and prints. This rather fetching looking solution allows for greater maneuverability in the home and a more comfortable sleep. Should we go see how they got on?
It did not go well. I think it's fairly safe to say that cats and cones do not get on.
I enjoyed taking part. I'm not sure if BOWIE enjoyed me dressing her up in lots of different cones and suits and all sorts.
So, after the ManyPets test lab earned their keep, we have some results to share with you.
Yeah, so it's fair to say that most of the cones just couldn't stand up to the sassiness of Figgy. My arms are literally in bits. She managed to Houdini herself out of most of them.
Now, who would have thought there would be so much chat about fastenings? There is in this one, because in our test, both Sam and Alex thought that fastenings were a key point of difference for each cone and cone alternative.
Velcro has to be the optimum choice. It just allowed for a quicker, faster capture and release, which reduced Figgy's distress and reduced the amount of injury I concurred. The MDC Smart Collar with its plastic poppers were particularly fiddly. One of the poppers was right up next to the neck of the collar, which made the whole thing quite difficult to get on in the first place.
EZ Soft Collar slipped over her head and just drew the drawstring, so it was really straightforward to put on. There was no messing around with having to wrap a collar through any loops or anything. Because the fabric was really soft as well, it didn't sort of freak her out putting it on. It was it was really easy.
How did the Suitical recovery suit work out for you?
BOWIE had been spayed, so she couldn't reach her wound. However, it wouldn't help if the wound was, say, on the pet's leg, because it doesn't cover their legs at all. I think it was brilliant for what we needed it for. The only downside was that the fabric was maybe a little bit warm, so it wasn't great for the summer. Apart from that, I couldn't really fault it.
What we really wanted to know from our candidates was, did they have a preference for the kind of thing they might use in the future? Have they been tempted away from cones forever towards inflatable cones, soft cones, or suits?
It's got to be the MDC Smart Collar, which was the plastic cone, the one that looks a little bit like the one you traditionally get from a vet surgery. Despite that sort of reputation of it looking a bit uncomfortable, it actually sat best on Figgy's neck, and the smooth surface was optimum for just preventing her from getting the thing off in the first place, especially in comparison to the others, which came off fairly quickly.
I think my two favourites were definitely the Suitical recovery suit and the EZ Soft Collar. The Suitical recovery suit, just because it was just so comfortable and she could get about her day as much as she wanted. Although it's been quite hot recently, so it was nice to switch her over to the EZ Soft Collar, to sort of stop her from, licking or scratching, but still be nice and comfortable for her.
So, were there any cones that didn't cut the mustard?
The KVP EZ Soft Collar, for me, it just lacks the durability of the others, and the drawstring fastening system would never have been able to be pulled tight enough to stay on long enough for Figgy.
My least favourite was the company cone. And it was really heavy. That was the first thing, really, really heavy. So when I put it on BOWIE instantly, she just stood and looked at me like I was the worst person in the world. All the others that we put on, she sort of put up with, but that was the one that she wasn't happy with at all.
The panel had a few key takeaways that they wanted pet parents to leave with.
I think when looking for a collar for a cat in particular, the main aspect is whether you can keep it on the cat for long enough. So for me, that is down to looking at the material, making sure that it's a sort of smooth surface that the cat can't get its claws into.
That's really great advice, Alex. And what about you, Sam?
Think about where the wound's going to be, because I think that can make a big difference as to what you end up buying. I'd also say think about maybe buying one or two different types so you can switch between, depending. We tended to put the recovery suit on at night so she wouldn't itch and scratch when we weren't there, but during the days and evenings when we were around, we put the EZ Soft Collar on her so she was a little bit more comfortable.
So before we call time on today, there is one person we've got to hear from, and that's our in-house vet, Dr. Kirsten.
If your vet recommends a cone or a pet shirt for whatever reason, please keep those on. I know it gets frustrating, it gets old really fast, but we see a lot of pets in the clinic that come in for surgical incisions or wounds that are not healing and infected because the pets were able to get to them. It's a preventable problem, so please stick with it and keep those cones on.
Do remember that there are plenty of cone and cone alternatives out there on the market. So depending on your pet's temperament or particular need, there will always be a product that fits the bill. Do you have a cone or cone alternative that you've tried and your pet loved? Then tell us down in the comments below. We're really interested to know and find out more. And remember, ManyPets is always on hand to help cover the costs of vet treatment if your pet is sick or injured. We're here to ensure your happiness. For more pet product reviews like this and other funny pet videos and important pet health tips, please like and subscribe to the ManyPets YouTube channel. See you soon.